Well, hey there everyone, and happy Monday. I'm Fox News meteorologist Jennifer Lambers with an update on your forecast. And in today's edition of Next Weather, we're going to be talking about what exactly we saw across the Gulf Coast for today, and also what we're tracking for the next few days ahead of us. So let's go ahead and dive deeper into the forecast and what I'm tracking out there. And we had quite a few scattered showers and storms impacting many areas across the Gulf Coast earlier today. Some of those even packed a little bit of a punch, just bringing in quite a bit of lightning out there. We saw some hail closer towards Sims. Many reports of folks in Baldwin County with homes getting hit by lightning out there. So they were active, but here's the good news. They are beginning to push out of here. We're starting to see some of those improvements closer towards central Mississippi, even seeing some of that sunshine. But here's a look at where that rain is. So Washington, Clark, Monroe counties quiet. The majority of Mobile County quiet. Our Mississippi counties are quiet. So just starting to see some of this track through the Florida Panhandle and Escambia County in Alabama there, plus also Baldwin County. So Bruton, really just starting to see some of that moderate rain. Atmore looking a lot better. Closer towards Baldwin County, Stockton, Bay Minette, Daphne, Fairhope, and Loxley. Still some of that light rain, and also that includes areas closer towards Satsuma and Saraland and Mobile County. But still a lot of that rain impacting Escambia, Santa Rosa, and Okaloosa counties on the Florida side. Looking further down south, also just starting to see some of that rain just further offshore. As we do time things out in our Futurecast, we're starting off for this afternoon. There's really where the majority of the rain is. So the Futurecast is doing a great job at picking up where we're seeing the majority of that coverage. But look at this. Once we get closer towards 4 o'clock, still continue to clear out of here. And by 5 o'clock, things look fantastic. Even starting to see some peaks of sunshine out there just before we'll start to introduce that sunset. Things really starting to improve later on into the evening. But today was soggy. So what about the amount of rainfall that we saw? Well, we didn't quite get in any of that just yet. I was going to go ahead and show you the almanac of what we've seen. It hasn't quite picked up what we've been getting so far for this year or for the month. Here you go. I'll try and get the correct one here. There we go. So for the month, we picked up about 2¼ inch of rain. So still a departure from normal. For the year, we're at 9 inches, but also really seeing that deficit of 5 inches. So we've definitely needed the rain out there. Picked up just a little bit for today. Hopefully we'll have that updated number here soon once we get further along into the afternoon and we do start to get some of those numbers back from the National Weather Service. But for now, here is a live view down in Orange Beach. Again, still starting to see some of that light to moderate rain tracking through. We've had some breaks in the rain coverage. A lot of spring breakers out there. They were trying to get in some of the clear skies, but it has come back. Not seeing as much lightning activity out there, so that is going to be the good news. But in case you're looking for something to do over the next few days, you have anyone visiting in town, you're a spring breaker yourself, things are only going to start to look better once we get into tomorrow and Wednesday. Look at that, the rip current risk, it's low over the next few days, so it's going to be looking fantastic out there, looking beautiful. But here's the other great news. That is going to be the temperatures that we're going to be tracking. Now today it was cooler out there, but by the time we get closer towards Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, look at that. We have a warming trend ahead of us. We're going to be jumping about 8 to 10 degrees above average for where we should be this time of year. Typically we should be in the lower to mid 70s. Instead, we're going to be seeing those lower to mid 80s. Our inland areas even warmer heading into tomorrow, and that warming trend only continuing by the time we get closer towards Wednesday and Thursday. So you're going to be noticing those differences out there, enjoying possibly some of those warmer conditions if you're a fan of the warmer weather. But I'm even looking long range, and the CPC, the Climate Prediction Center, does have our area highlighted in a warmer than normal chance as we get closer towards March 30th to April 3rd. And there is an additional outlook that goes even further than this. It's going to take us out 14 days, and it also has that same look. Now, just a reminder, this does work in probability. So it's really that darker the color, the higher number on the scale. It's just the higher chances you have to see those warmer than normal conditions. So this is taking us into a brand new month, mid-April, right around the corner, and we're going to start to see more of those warm above average conditions continuing. So more of those 80s ahead of us. But if you're not a fan of the rain, remember, we need it. It's helping our pollen numbers just a little bit, but we'll continue to track those chances and keep you updated right here on Fox 10. Again, that's today's edition of Next Weather, mainly just talking about the rain getting out of here, the nice beach conditions for the spring breakers, but also the warming trend that's ahead of us. Get ready for the 80s. It's going to be feeling much different out there once we get towards tomorrow, and especially by midweek. We'll continue to keep an eye on your long range forecast. I'll have more details coming up on Fox 10 Live. We'll be streaming that heading into today. That'll be at 3 o'clock. It'll be me and Shelby for that. And then chief meteorologist Jason Smith, he'll be back on Fox 10 News at 4 and 5 o'clock later on for this evening, continuing to keep you updated on the week ahead. But thanks again for joining us on today's edition of Next Weather. We'll be back with another edition coming into tomorrow.